this is like, what shift are you going to make after you've done the scanning and you need to share stuff? And this is, as I said, like how you get insights, and it's about learning, it's about having a culture of change, it's about adaptability, it's about flexibility, all of those sort of things. Alvin Toffler, who was a futurist before that word even existed, said that the literate of the 21st century are those of us who can't learn, unlearn and relearn. So how do you do that? Like, how do you actually find and make the time to make learning happen? So I'm going to share with you, that there's a lot of things we could go into this area. I'm going to share with you one principle that will help you take the ideas you've got from here and put them into action. And it's around habit. Habit trumps discipline every time. So the things that you do are habitual. So let me ask a personal question. I won't do a poll on this. Did you brush your teeth this morning? I reckon yes. I reckon if I did a poll, 100%. Like, we do that, right? Doesn't matter how busy we are. Doesn't matter what else we've got in our lives. We brush our teeth in the morning, and then before we go to bed at night. When you get into a car, you automatically put a seatbelt on. Those are good habits. There may be some bad habits like social media scrolling, doom scrolling. So those are the habits that we still do automatically, and we need to be able to break them. In fact, I'm going to share with you a particular little app here. Around breaking a bad habit. So just like everybody else, I tend to spend too much time doom scrolling and just wasting time on social media. Some of it I can justify to myself. LinkedIn's my professional network, I need to do that. Instagram's really useful because I do those better world things. I'm on YouTube because I want to use it as learning. If I want to use the old people's social network, then I'll go to Facebook from time to time. And I can always justify it, but sometimes it's just me reaching for my phone because it's a habit whenever I'm taking a break or standing in line waiting for my coffee. So if you don't want to do those, and what you want to do is replace them with something more positive, there's a really good app called OneSec. Can I just check, in fact, how many people are using OneSec? Can I just ask, yes or no? Are you using this? Do you know about it? And actually, let me ask, are you using it? Yeah, okay, most people aren't. So let me show you how OneSec works and how it works effectively to break habits. In this case, it's a bad habit, and they've designed it specifically that if you're on social media, so you install the OneSec app. It's available on Apple, iOS and Android. It's free for one network, and then you pay a little bit, like $2 a month or something, to get access to unlimited use. So what it does is, so I set it up first for Facebook. And so every time I open, let's say Instagram, it, instead of opening Instagram, it comes up with a little screen and this purple thing that goes up the page. It says, take a deep breath, comes down again and says you've made 7 attempts to use Instagram. And then there are buttons which are grayed out at first. And then after a couple of seconds, it says, the big button is I don't want to open it, but there's another button that says I continue to. And it takes about, I reckon, 5, 6, 7 seconds before I can actually open Instagram. So that's a little habit breaker, because it means that if I pick up my phone and want to go to Instagram, I've got to wait 7 seconds. There are other things there's apps called Brick that'll turn your phone into a brick so that you can't use it for an hour or so, and there's nothing you can do to get out of that. I like this one because it's a simple thing and it's enough to go, actually I won't go to Instagram. What I'll do is, if I've got a couple of minutes that I'm waiting for my coffee, remember there's only 7 seconds, 6 or 7 seconds, instead of going to Instagram, which there's a barrier for me to opening that, I'll go to my list of blog posts and articles that I've saved, because it's much more important for me to know and to share with you about Google AI tools and what Ricky Ponting say about cricket and AI in the economy and so on. And there's 1,040 articles I could go and read. And just that little barrier that you put in place to a habit that you want to break is